Welcome, everybody, to the league. It is week 13, and let's just get right into it. Last week, the Voyagers were able to take down the Cavaliers by 3 touchdowns and clinch the West. They've clinched the West. They have not. They're still searching for that first round bye that is currently being held by the Trolls and the Dumpster Fire if the playoffs were to start right now. The Trolls took down the Heaters by about 3 touchdowns as well, and but they still have not clinched the first round bye, but they did clinch the South with that win. They were going to do it anyways. I mean, hell, nothing really was going to stop them from doing so. But they have not clinched a first round bye just yet, just because, I mean, it's only because of point totals. The Trolls, yeah, they haven't clinched just yet, but they are. I mean, they're above the. Oh God, they're above everybody. I mean, I think they're above the Voyagers and the Dumpster Fire by how many damn points? It's a crap load. Well, actually, only about 50 above the Dumpster Fire, but like 200 above the Voyagers. So the Voyagers would have to outscore the Trolls by 200 points over the next 2 weeks, and the Trolls would have to lose both games. So it's probably not going to happen, obviously. So all the Trolls got to do is win this week or have the Voyagers lose, and they will clinch the first round bye. The Dumpster Fire and they're still searching for that as well. They have not clinched the East just yet. They did just lose to the Mothmen, so that kept them out of the running. However, they are still 2 games up with 2 games to go. The Mothmen could clinch the East, but they are down by, again, almost 200 points as well. So it's kind of the same boat all the way across. Dumpster Fire most likely going to clinch the East, and all they really got to do is win, and they pretty much clinch that as clinch the first round bye as well. Sorry, I can't talk right now. The Quailmen and the Mothmen both. The Quailmen and the Finesse were able to go from 3rd to 2nd in their respective divisions. The Finesse getting a win last week over the Tanks, only by 10 points though, and the Quailmen getting a big-time win over the Tiger Sharks, only won that one by about 10 as well. But if the playoffs were to start today, it's still the same teams as last week. It's just that the Quailmen moved up a spot in the seeding, which we'll look at the seeding and shit when we get closer to the playoff times, I guess next week. But yeah, the Heaters lost to the Trolls and got eliminated from the playoffs. They are donezo. Sucks for them. And the Rune Dogs, Cavs, and the Finesse all sitting at 5-7. But now with the Mothmen, Tiger Sharks, and Quailmen all up by 2 games, it's going to be very, very tough for anybody to get that last spot. The Cavs technically have a better chance for some fucking reason than the Finesse, even though the Finesse are ranked higher than them. I don't know. I really don't see the Cavaliers making it. The Finesse, I think, have, in my personal opinion, a better chance just the way they're playing right now. And the Rune Dogs, I mean, they've got a tough-ass game this week. So I think if they lose, they're pretty much out as well. So this is a big-time week to pretty much just cinch up these playoffs and get them fucking started. However, the Finesse can get in there. The Tiger Sharks or the Quailmen would probably have to lose both of their last couple of games, while the Finesse would have to win out as well. There's a lot of moving parts for these 5-7 teams to sneak in, because you got 3-5-7, 3-7-5, and one of them or all of them have to win out or lose out for them to get lucky. And even then, there's a bunch of point totals and all that kind of tiebreaker shit that I'm not even going to get into. But right now, the playoffs look like they're almost set. But yeah, let's get into the power rankings. Woo! Coming in at number 12, you got the Tanks. Trash. Coming in at number 11, you got the Cartel. Trash. Coming in at number 10, dropping down a spot, you got the Hickory Grove Heaters. Got eliminated from the playoffs. Yeah. Better luck next year, I guess. Moving up a spot to 9th, you got the Long Island Rune Dogs. Again, this team they're just playing like ass straight up lately. They can't put it all together at once, and they're most likely going to miss the playoffs for, I think, the first time in a long time. Not looking good up there in Long Island. Coming in at number 8, you got the Cameron Cavaliers. Remember this team was like 3-1? I remember that shit. Not anymore. And yeah, they are on the outside looking in, and now they've got the Finesse to deal with this week. So we'll get into that matchup in a little bit. And yeah, she's not looking good. Speaking of the Finesse, they're coming in at number 7. These two teams are very, very similar. Finesse and Cavs, I mean, they've scored. The Finesse have only outscored the Cavs by 26 points on the season. And the Cavaliers have allowed about almost the same amount, about 30 points more than the Finesse on the season. So very, very similar teams. We'll see if any of them can break out and maybe get into the playoffs. We'll see. Coming in at number 6, dropping down a couple of spots, you got the Tampa Bay Tiger Sharks. This team's starting to slide a little bit over the last few weeks, and again, they're still good. They're still gravy. They're in that final playoff spot, but the way that they've been playing, they would be the team, I think, that could be the last or the first ones out if they keep losing. And they got the Trolls this week, so that'll be tough. And for the Tiger Sharks, they have the Heaters next week. It's not a gimme. I mean, the Heaters have played spoiler this year a little bit, and I think they played very, very close, back in week 3 when the Tiger Sharks only won by a point. back when the Heaters were losing by field goals to start the season. So it is very, very possible that the Tiger Sharks could lose this week because they got the Trolls, and then lose to the Heaters in week 14. So we'll see there. That'll be a little spicy. Coming in number 5, you got the French Quarter Quailmen. Dan, look at Dan, 7-5. Very quiet team this year, but they've got the Heaters this week, and they could cinch up these playoffs. But the good thing for the Quailmen is that they have the Heaters this week. Next week, they got the Trolls, so they're going to need to take down the Heaters this week. But who knows? Maybe Coach Matt Smar has got these Heaters looking at the next 2 guys that they got to play, because the Heaters got the Quailmen and the Tiger Sharks, and they're thinking, let me fuck up their whole season and get them out of there. Maybe. Or he could be taking a piss. Who knows? Coming in at number 4, you got the Midlands Mothmen, looking pretty damn solid of late. Very, very solid. They've got the Cartel this week, so should be a fairly easy one. And they got the Rune Dogs next week. So the Mothmen are pretty scary, in my opinion. They've looked fucking amazing. I mean, they just took down the Dumpster Fire, and they put up 180 while doing so. Yeah, that really helps when Jahmyr Gibbs puts up 50, But even without that 50, if Jahmyr Gibbs would have put up 0, they still would have won. So this team is very scary, and I do not want to see them come playoff time. Coming in number 3, you got the Vietnam Voyagers. Looking very mid. Lately, yeah, getting some wins, but not looking amazing, not looking terrible, just looking kind of meh, just kind of sitting there, Really want that first round bye, but again, that loss to the Dumpster Fire a couple of weeks ago really, really hurts. And they're rooting for everybody against the Dumpster Fire the rest of the way so they can get that first round bye. Super necessary, and very, very nice to have. And again, they got to get past this team, the Columbia Dumpster Fire. Ooh, boy. They lost last week to the Mothmen, and this week they've got the Rune Dogs, not a pushover of a team. They've always had great matchups in the past, and but again, the Dumpster Fire are very, very strong, but they haven't been as dominant this year as they were in the last couple of years. So could this be, a passing of the torch season, so to speak, for maybe the new number one, and not really new this year, but in the league, that would be the Charleston Trolls. I mean, 11-1, dominating this season. They've put up a fuckload of points almost every week, and just the only team that's beat them was the Voyagers, and again, what was that, by like 4 points? So if not for that one slip up, they'd be undefeated right now. We've never had an undefeated team all the way through. This is one of the closest that we've gotten. I don't think we've had an undefeated team, have we? No, the Dumpster Fire lost a game, at least one game the 2 prior seasons, so I don't know. But yeah, nothing too crazy in the power rankings, not a lot of movement where we're getting settled in here right before playoffs. Could see some movement, though, over these next couple of weeks, so who knows. But let's get into the matchups. Matchup number 1, you got the 9-3 West winners against the 1-11 Tiananmen Square Tanks. Vegas has got the Voyagers winning this game by 5 touchdowns. And right now, though, the Tanks are leading this game. It's about to hit halftime. Tanks are up 32-29, so still only a field goal game. Very, very close. But again, the Tanks have just not played well all year. The Voyagers are starting to get healthy. It looks like Bucky is finally coming back this week, and need to get healthy right at the right time. But yeah, I don't think that many people are going to be tuning into this game. However, I don't know why Coach Rybo was in Vietnam this week. The game is in Beijing, so I hope he's there. Matchup number 2, you got the 4-8 Hickory Grove Heaters at the 7-5 French Quarter Quailmen. Vegas has got the Quailmen winning this game by 3 touchdowns. However, the Heaters have jumped out to a 47-0 lead in the first half. But maybe they blew their load a little bit early. Half of their guys have already gone and only got 47 points to show for it. And the Quailmen haven't played anybody. So this could be one of the biggest comebacks that we've seen. But again, Heaters are saying, hey, I want to fuck up your day. Maybe that'll happen. Matchup number 3. You got the 11-1 league-leading Charleston Trolls at the 7-5 sliding Tampa Bay Tiger Sharks. Tiger Sharks are losing this game 82-51. It's in the second half already. Vegas has got the Trolls winning by 30. I kind of see that going. I mean, they've got them scoring 162, and we always know that we need to beef that up a little bit for the Trolls. I mean, they've got guys at every level. Hell, even Christian fucking Watson had a good game. I mean, this team is just nasty. Their kicker's putting up 14. Their linebackers are getting a lot of points. I mean, his worst guy was Dak, and that's his quarterback, and he still put up 20. So this is a scary, scary team right now. Even if the Tiger Sharks win, does nothing for the Trolls. Again, they've already clinched the South, so they're just wanting to win. And hell, they don't even need to win to get the first round bye. They just need either the Voyagers to lose, or honestly, they could probably take a fucking knee this week and still clinch the first round bye. But they want to make it official. This is going to be a tough matchup for the Tiger Sharks. We will look at this one a little bit later. Matchup number 4. You got the 7-5 Midlands Mothmen at the 2-10 Miami Cartel. Vegas has got Mothmen winning this by 3 touchdowns. And the Mothmen are up 66-36. I think this one's in the second half as well. I mean, A.J. Brown put up 30 fucking points, which is big time for them. I mean, he's had a weird year, hasn't he? I mean, he's had a good last couple of weeks, but before that, he did nothing. I mean, he's just very, very hot and cold. He either scores usually 20 or more, or he's putting up less than 10. There's like nothing in between. He's only got one game where he scored in the teens, and that was 19.9, so basically 20. So he's going to need him the rest of the way to be solid, and he does look like he have a pretty good playoff schedule there, at least for the first round. So yeah, but give me the Mothman in this one. Rivalry game of the week. This was kind of tough to pick. There's a lot of rivalries this week, but nothing that's super heated, I don't think. So I'm going to go ahead and say because it's a pretty big game, I got the LA Finesse at the Cameron Cavaliers. I mean, they're both 5-7. The Finesse are winning this game 80 to 17, and Vegas has got them winning by 40. Whoever loses this game is definitely eliminated from the playoffs. Whoever wins hasn't done anything. They just got to keep winning. But it looks like the Finesse are kind of putting their foot down and trying to put the Cavs out of their misery. They've had a very, very bad last half of the season, and yeah, I don't know. Give me the Finesse in this one. With the Finesse, I think they have the best chance of those 3, 5, and 7 teams to make the playoffs, but they're going to need a lot of help along the way. So yeah, game of the week. We got the 5-7 Long Island Roondogs at the 9-3 Columbia Dumpster Fire. Vegas has got the Dumpster Fire winning this one by 4 touchdowns. However, the Roondogs are winning 55-16. This is late in the second quarter. I don't know. I really don't see the Roondogs winning this one. They've already blown half their load, with the Thanksgiving games, whereas the Dumpster Fire only played 2 guys. Jamar Chase got 15, which is okay for him. But he had a bad game from Rome Odunze, only 2 points on the day. So, but he's got a lot of other guys at every single level. One of the best defenses in the league, one of the best quarterbacks. Even though Josh Allen looks like ass this year, and his running back room is just nasty. I mean, Mandy could only get about 22 points from both of her running backs, whereas Christian McCaffrey's probably going to get that by himself easily. So yeah, give me the Dumpster Fire in this one and eliminate the Roondogs from the playoffs. Craziness. Predictions. Thank you, Mandy, making them picks. I made the picks last week and went 3-3. Nah, pretty shitty. Mandy, though, she's got the Voyagers over the Tanks. Easy pick. Quailmen over the Heaters. Okay. Got the Trolls over the Tiger Sharks. Pretty easy there. Mothmen over the Cartel. Easy pick. Got the Finesse over the Cavs in the rivalry game of the week. Very interesting matchup again. Whoever loses that is out. So that one's going to come down to the wire, I think. And then she's got, of course, her own Roondogs over the Dumpster Fire. I mean, back in week 2. Blah, 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 blah. Back in week 2, the Dumpster Fire only won this matchup by a touchdown. So it could be very, very close. Roondogs, again, they have to win out to have a chance to get into the playoffs. The only good thing about the Roondogs right now is that she really needs the Mothmen to lose, because then next week, if the Roondogs win this week, Roondogs Mothmen week 14, and that could be for a playoff spot, depending. However, the Mothmen are leading the point battle by about 120, so she's going to need to outscore him by an average of 61 points over the next 2 games. It's going to be tough, even if she does win out and the Mothmen lose out. Again, these 5-7 teams, man, they are in a rough spot right now. But we'll see. Let's get into golf for some fucking reason. Let's see what happened this week. Well, Graydon only got 2 birdies, so now he's at 25 under par, which is bananas. But player of the week, player of the whole, whatever, course, whatever it is, P-Man. He shot 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 birdies. Man, we've had guys getting penta birdies over the last like month, huh? Last week was, who the hell got it last week? It was Hunter with 5 birdies. And the week before that, we had Hunter again get 5 birdies. Week before that, we had Graydon get 4. Graydon got 4 again the week before that. So we've had a lot of guys getting big chunks of these birdie calls. Just teams just coming together and just putting the bang thing on the week. But yeah, so P-Man moves from 2 under par all the way up to 7 under. So he goes from 6th place all the way up to 3rd. But again, I mean, we only have 2 weeks left, 2 holes left, 2 courses left, whatever. And I mean, Graydon's up by 14 fucking strokes. It's just not gonna happen. We're gonna keep scoring it for the hell of it, just to see how high we can go. But yeah, this is pretty much a foregone conclusion. Graydon is pretty much gonna, again, he needs to just clear out a spot in his cupboard and start sipping out of the Stein come next season. However, in the bottom though, not too bad. Rybo's doing better than Joe has done at golf. Joe was garbage at golf. He regularly got 10 or more over par every time, every season. So Rybo's done pretty well with a garbage squad. That's why he's sitting only at 8 over. So we'll see how his career progresses here. Get a little more experience in this golf thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Happy Thanksgiving, late Thanksgiving. And yeah, I will see you next week, week 14, where I'm assuming we're gonna have the playoffs already locked up. I'm assuming there might be one spot that's still up for grabs, but I really see all the playoff spot being locked up after this week. So next week could just be happy go fun time, who gives a fuck week, but we'll see. But I'm out of here. Okay, bye.